It's Saturday. I'm finally back to the house. Making sure my volume's working here. It's Saturday. It's working. I'm finally back to the house. Making sure my volume. All right, let me get started here. I got the chat on if anybody wants to chat. I'm going to do a quick landscape here because I got things to do today. You could see I was at a friend's house earlier, and upstairs in his living room, he had an old paint. Uh, I think he said like his grandmother did it. Now, his name is Stuart, and he's in his, so his grandma did this a long time ago. It just had a couple mountains in the foreground on either side, and distant mountains back here, and then there was over here in Washington, we have glaciers, so I'm going to put a glacier right in the mirror. This was just all green grass with some purple and pinkish flowers up here in the front, going back into a field here. So, but let me show you how easy this is going to be. It's acrylic paint. I'm doing it on acrylic paper, so when I'm done, I usually put it in plexiglass with some foam board behind it, so it kind of gets framed in a modern way without an outer frame, so it comes out looking pretty good. I'm going to use a light green. I'm mixing green and yellow here just to cover the whole painting with the undertone. So I'm going to mix yellow and green here. As you can see, this is hooker green, I think, with some yellow. And we'll just put a nice green undertone on this painting. Oh, and the sky was different too. There was just blue sky from here up, and there was clouds rolling across the whole top. So it looked pretty cool. I usually don't I don't like to paint something like I'm not following the picture right now. Got the mountains the way those were, but I'm going to do it in my style, not in the style that they had. So it'll still be my painting, but I just kind of took their out is what I'm talking about. So let me make this a little greener. I'm actually putting too much yellow in there. This green should come into play. We'll see as the painting goes on. It's just good to have some kind of undertone sometimes. I'm kind of covering the mountains. I can still see them. The lines are coming through. And I'm using water as a thinning agent. Not using enough. All right, let me get started. What I'm going to do first is the mountains. See if I can still see them. Yeah, kind of hard, but I remember how it went. I got to make sure I got paint on my palette here just to get started. Yeah, I got enough here to get started. Do some gray mountains. So we'll lay the mountains in first. This one right here is going to be a little taller than the one on the left and right. This one kind of came swoop down like this. And then there was a mountain over here. Coming down. And just came down to about here. So in the back, there's going to be distant mountains back there. So I'm going to lighten the gray up a bit. So we have a different color mountain back here. So you can distinguish which one's in the back. And even a little lighter for this one back here. There's my mountain range. Pretty cool. Bring it down to here because I'm going to have snow coming here. I'll put the glacier coming from back here into the front here. So I can actually I'll put some white down here underneath for now. Just so I can remember to put a glacier here. That. It's looking good. Landscapes are fun. All right, there's my mountain range. All this is going to be green grass down here. So I'm going to use some Naples yellow with green. Naples yellow. You can see it already kind of light for the distance there. All this is going to be a valley of a green valley in the middle here. And I kind of want to get darker green as I come forward. So we'll add a little dark green to that. And we'll get darker as we move forward to the foreground. Keep in mind, I'm just getting the main idea painted in right now. The underpaint, pretty much. It looks pretty good. So down here is just going to be a bunch of flowers kind of blooming up. In the painting, I couldn't tell what kind of flowers they were, but they were purple. Just kind of standing up straight there. So I don't know what kind of I don't know how I'm going to get a blue sky now, because that underpaint looks more yellow up here. This is going to be all blue from here up to here. And then these are going to be clouds up on the top. So we'll have a nice light blue sky above the mountains. Although blue and yellow, you're going to get green. So what I'm going to have to do first, believe it or not, I'm going to have to lighten this up where my blue's going to be with white first, because the blue into the yellow and create a greenish color. So where I'm putting this white, I'm going to put a light blue over it. I'll have to let it dry. I don't want a green sky. Although it would look cool, but a little bit of glow around the mountain. The undertone. It might look cool at the very end. And I can just bring blue down to it. So there we go. Let me that. While that's drying, I'll do the mountains real quick. Put some snow up there. So I'm going to do this peak first here. Having a easy Sunday or Saturday today. I got to get some chores done around the house for sure. But other than that, I'll probably be doing a lot of paintings today. I want to do a portrait today at some time. I think I got a picture of Paris Jackson. You know, she's the daughter of Michael Jackson, and I've got like a front picture of her face. I think she's got a good face for, I think she's a model. She does modeling work. But I'm going to use her face as a guide when I do the portrait. It may not end up looking like her, but I just want to use her features. I'll probably show you a picture before I start. I'm kind of just getting an idea right now. Just getting some color put on these mountains. Kind of see how it's going to end up looking. It's not going to be the finished product there. Just getting some color put down. I like to see a little bit of it before I finalize everything. Wow, that's looking pretty good. I just looked in the camera. Yeah, look at that. So I imagine all the light, see, is coming from the right here, okay? That's why I put all the we'll call it snow. It doesn't have to be snow, but we'll call it snow on the right side of the mountain. And then this side will be the shady side. I'm going to use blue. Marianne, how's it going? Looks like you're the only one in here. Can you paint at my birthday? Yeah. November 4th is your birthday, huh? I sure can. What's your What do you want me to paint? I mean, landscapes and those flowers are probably my strong now because I do so many of them, but I could do whatever you want. I'm going to try a light blue on these distant mountains back here. I want these to look far away back here. Watch this. We'll use a light blue here. I might add a little bit of purple in it too. But watch this, how I do this. I've done a lot of mountains, so I kind of know where the shading needs to go. And I think if you're a new artist and you want to try to do mountains, after a couple paintings, you'll get it down. You'll get the layout of a mountain down. So this blue, it's really light, so I'm going to make it a little darker. So I'm going to add, believe it or not, I'm going to add black to it. Okay, it's going to become a bluish gray. Okay. Might be too dark, but I'm going to check it out here. If it ends up being too, I'll just lighten it up again. But that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that color. So what I'll do is I'll leave some of the light blue in there. That way we get a whole bunch of different values of back here. Doesn't all have to be dark like that. We'll get some different values going on in there. Really cool. A totally different landscape that I normally do. All right. Well, that should be easy to figure out. Wow, I really like those mountains back there in the distance. So these, I'm going to make a little brighter blue. Just a little brighter, because they're in the front. So you see some color on these mountains up here. See that? It brings it out into the front. I usually use a knife up here, but today I'm using a brush. I'm going because I'll probably rework these mountains after it soaks in a bit. The color tends to soak in because I made the mountains dark underneath, so it's going to kind of soak in. But let me put the glacier in. Let me find this edge a little better here so the glacier will show up better. All right, so the glacier is going to be coming from behind this mountain and then kind of coming up front here. Just like that. Pretty cool glacier. I think I'm going to have to put some more white up here when I do the blue sky. I see the yellow is starting to poke through again. Let's put a little more white up here. All right. It's looking good. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-ba. I'm going to bring a little snow like around the top here. Doesn't that look cool so far? Wow. I'm really digging that. This just going to be a field of grass with some big purple things up front here. So I have to lighten this up. I want to be more like that color up there. This is just going to be a bunch of rolling clouds up top here. I'm really digging this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm gonna try and put the blue sky in now. Uh, Wish I knew where my turquoise blue was. Oh, you know what I'm gonna use? If I can get any out of this, light blue violet up here. Let's see if I can get anything out of this tube here. Oh yeah, I got some out of there. All right, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's a nice blue. It's a blue violet. Wow, I like that color. I might have to sing happy birthday to you, Marianne. Play it on my guitar and sing you happy birthday. When we play out a lot, Lisa and I, there's always, I'd say every other time, there's always someone having a birthday. So we had to learn the birthday song. It's not that hard on guitar. I'm digging that. I think it's a little lighter, actually. Let me lighten some of it up down here. See what it looks like. Bad. So what I'm going to do is just put a light blue up here for now. These are going to end up being clouds up here all the way across. And I got to let this color kind of soak into that green color. Before I have white clouds up there. Do 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 do. There we go. Is put some white streaks in for now. Pretty cool. I like it. So if you're a new subscriber, I appreciate it. You want me to do a moon landscape, huh? On your birthday? I've been thinking about doing that, but it's just going to end up being kind of gray. I could do Mars or... Yeah, I would love to do a moon painting. I could actually put like a Apollo or one of the SpaceX rockets on in the background or something. I forget what he calls his rockets. I think it's SpaceX. I think one's called Dragon. It's got all these different names for his rockets. It's looking pretty good for so this layout, I was at my friend's this morning. I was helping him at his house. Upstairs in his living room, he had a painting like this that he said his grandma did. So she had two mountains out front, this, and then these mountains in the back, and then a blue sky with clouds, and then just green grass with flowers up here, and then that glacier coming out. So I kind of took the layout, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm painting it in my style. It really doesn't look like hers because she had the snow on the left side of the mountains. Ba-da-ba. I've never really worked the mountains this long before. I want to get them to just look right. I want those to look like they're in the distance. But man, look at that sky. Wow. I'm really digging it. I think I'm going to blue this up a little more. I might put out there. It looks like it would look cool with one small cloud in here. There we go. That looks cool. So it made it look like this sky was way back there and then the clouds were closer to us. I'll have to probably do this. Make them look like they're rolling clouds. That looks cool. Not getting too bored from these clouds. and just kind of streaks of white. All right, I'm going to come down here now. I'm so glad I'm off today. Hey, hey, it's starting to take. Seamus, how you doing? Good to see you in here. I put your pin up there on Ireland, right? That's where you said you're from? There you go. Seamus right there. Good to see you. So I'm going to probably lighten this up here and then get a little darker I want this to be a lighter green here. Let's see if I got a light green. I don't use the, I always tend to use the sap green, and then I just put it to lighten it. See, this is sap green with yellow in it, and it's not a bright green, but there's other greens I can use that might look brighter, but this is a color that you see out in nature a lot, the sap green. But I think it goes well. It goes well with that yellow. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll probably put hills in there. The painting that I saw didn't have any hills, so I think it would look better if I put maybe some trees in here. I don't know. I don't even know what kind of flowers I'm going to put down here yet. They were just purple flowers. Kind of just going straight up. So I just have to make my flowers up. Dark down here, so what I'm going to do is lighten it up a bit. Put some purple on it. All right, there we go. Really digging this. What I'm thinking about is putting some like grass, streaks of grass in there. Because what I see, I kind of see some streaks right here that might look good going up into that color. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I kind of like that. So, all right, I'm going to put some purple things down here. All right, I know what to do. I'm going to put my bushes across here first and then just have purple flowers coming out of the bushes. So what I'm gonna do is line this with bushes all the way across. I think it'll look cool. Look at that. Wow. That looks cool. That looks cool. You see why I had to lighten this up here? Because, I mean, the purple wouldn't, I don't think it would look good over this green because it's too dark. This is looking pretty good. Let me give you a front shot here. Check the chat here. Tree with leaves. Yeah, I can. I mean, I got so much open area there. It's unbelievable. Yeah, well, I'm not the greatest tree maker. I mean, I can make evergreen trees, but the regular trees are. I could make. I'm trying where a tree would look good in here. The mountains. I like the mountains. I can actually. I think I'm gonna blue it up a little more. I'll do a little more work on this one. I gotta fix it, but They look good. And I might put one streak of cloud in the blue here. Just a couple streaks. I could put a tree like right there. Maybe coming out of the bushes right here at an angle. And put some leaves right here. Let me try that, Marianne. I'll do a small tree. How's that sound? I don't want it to go up into the mountains. I know I can get at least a good trunk laid out here. Maybe I'll do orange leaves on it. Yeah. I'm going to mix a little black and brown for the tree trunk. I'll put it in dark, then I'll lighten it up. All right, so it's a good start. Let me get my smaller brush. I don't want to make them too thick. That's a funny looking tree. We'll put a branch like coming down like this. There we go. All right, I'll have to work on that tree. I didn't follow anything, so that's why I need to widen this out just a bit here. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'll put some leaves on it in a little bit. I'm going to try and figure out these flowers real quick. I think what I'm going to do, just run some stems up and then put some purple on them. Let's see if that works. So, I don't know what they were. They're just... We'll just make them up. Make them up as we go. Let's see. Those look pretty cool. Not sure what kind of purple flowers those are, but they're just made up flowers. I see. I see now. I could have curved. I think I should have curved some of them like this, like at the top. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Do 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 do. I might have to change these. I don't know what they are, really. I think if I made a whole bunch of them down there. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Let's see if I can put some leaves. Come back to these. I got to work on these, whatever they are. I'll put some leaves on the tree now. I'm going to have to do it in dark first. And then I'll lighten it up. That looks good, huh, Marianne? That looks cool. Not the greatest tree, but I think once I highlight the tree, put light on it, it'll look better. Let me do that. There we go. That looks cool. All right, I think I'm just going to put some twigs down here, maybe in between like these purple things. I try and use brown if I can. I can't get this brush to flow. Yeah, brush ain't working. I'm gonna have to clean it. Yeah, it's not working right. Guess it's time for a new liner brush. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. It's been an hour and a half, so I'll have to do some thinking on it. I like the way the clouds came out in the mountains. Definitely different. All right, I'll think about November 4th there, Marianne, for your birthday. Are those flowers? What'd you say, lupins? What is that? Looks like lupines. Right on, thanks, Seamus. Yeah, I'll probably take a little break. I'll do, if you got here a little late, I'm going to do a portrait of, I got a picture of Paris Jackson. I'm going to kind of use her face as like a model and try and do a portrait. I'm going to probably do that next, probably in the next hour. This one's not done. I still got to put stuff out here and put some things off in the distance here, but it's a good start. Good start. All right, guys, check back in a little bit if you want to see the portrait. Off to bed. All right, get some sleep. Have a good night, Shaman. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. And we'll see you in a little bit.